This right here is a 2003 EasyGo TXT golf cart that I paid next to nothing for. And the reason I paid next to nothing for it is because, as you can see, it is in rough shape. But this thing is begging for a makeover. The bones are good underneath it, but everything else is gonna get replaced. It actually doesn't even move. By the time I'm finished with it, it's gonna go from this to this. The first step in this makeover is gonna be to remove everything from the golf cart and take it completely down to the frame. We need to make sure this frame is complete and not full of rust. And if it is full of rust, we need to cut it out and replace everything that needs. And while we're there, I'm gonna put a whole new coat of paint on it. Enough waiting around, let's get to it. First step in this rebuild is complete. We got all that rust taken care of. The whole battery box was pretty much rusted out. It was on its last leg for sure. Someone already screwed in new metal plates in there, but I figured it was just best to cut it all out and replace it. That is a super common issue on these E-Z-GO golf carts. Because it's a steel frame, those lead batteries just like to rust it out completely. And considering this thing is 21 years old, it's just to be expected for this old of a golf cart. No big deal though, that is easy to replace. And if you don't have a welder, you can actually buy the whole new battery box, brand new, and it just bolts right into its normal spot. Everything else on this cart looked great. I just cleaned it all up and put a brand new coat of paint on it, and also some bed liner spray to make sure it holds up even longer. This thing should last for another 30, 40 years. After I got all that taken care of, I installed a brand new battery. Let me show you. This is a lithium ion battery from Tim got. This was super easy to install. It comes with all the wiring harnesses you need. Even has up here the on and off button. So if you're away for more than 5 days, you can turn it off and hold the battery. Even have a display right here that shows the battery percentage and the voltage, so you can always be informed. I'm gonna install this up here. I'm gonna wait until everything else is put back together so I know exactly where I wanna install it. To wire it all up, you just plug in the positive and negative side from the battery and it works. Right here is the battery charger that comes with it. I went ahead and bolted it all down. Plug it into a normal extension cord or outlet in your house. It should only take 6 hours to get this thing fully charged, which is a lot faster than the normal lead batteries. Normal lead golf cart batteries only go to like 10 to 18 miles on it, but this whole setup goes to 30 to 50 miles on one single charge. Plus it's a lot smaller and compact and lighter than all these combined. Price difference is not that much more. It's maybe a couple $100 more, but this will last a lot longer than your normal golf cart batteries, and it looks a lot better, functions a lot better. The link for this is in my description if your golf cart batteries are going bad. Might be a good thing to replace it with this lithium ion one. I'm gonna test this battery out, make sure it all works, but I gotta wait for it to be all put back together. But the next thing I wanna install is a new lift kit. This here is a Magjack 6-inch spindle lift kit. 6 inches is pretty average. Some might even say it's above average too. Spindle lift kits are pretty easy to install. You just remove your original spindles up here and replace it with the new ones. And all the original hardware stays where it is. You can keep your original shocks and everything. I am gonna replace the shocks because they are on the older side, but for the most part, this is a very easy lift kit that you can get done in an hour or two. If you're curious about any of the parts I'm installing on this golf cart, they are in my description. You guys can check it out there. The lift kit is next. We can go ahead and get to installing that and then move on to the body and all the extra goodies I have for this. Let's do it. Lift kit is installed, and this was such a breeze to put on. This was hands down one of the easiest lift kits I ever installed on a golf cart. And a lift kit being the most common modification that you do to a golf cart, I have to say this is the lift kit to buy, especially if it's your first time ever installing a lift kit. I went ahead and replaced a few extra things in here. A couple things I replaced were the tie rod ends, the front struts, and also the front hub assembly. This stuff is 21 years old. It's very common for it to fail over time, so might as well replace it now while we have it all taken apart. Lift kits on the rear of these golf carts are pretty much all the same. You basically move the motor axle underneath the springs and install a block plate underneath that. That is basically the same on every single lift kit. Pretty easy to install. A lot easier if you have an extra set of hands helping you out though. This lift kit paired with these Mad Jacks 15-inch rims sets it off perfectly. I absolutely love these wheels. They look amazing, and also they come in multiple different colors if you're looking for a different color than black. Black is a very safe bet. It matches with pretty much any color out there. But there is other options for this rim style, and I really like how they turned out. And I think these rims are really gonna pair well with the body kit I have for it. This E-Z-GO body style had the same design from 1996 all the way to 2013. 17 years of the same body style. It can get kind of boring. Another very common modification to make your cart stand out is painting it. Giving it a whole new, unique, and different color makes it stand out a lot more, gives it its own personal design. I have the garage, the space, the tools, all the know-how to actually repaint a golf cart, but I know not everyone out there has the ability to be able to do that. So I want to be able to give people another option into completely modifying their golf cart and giving it an up-to-date look, plus I think a way better look. This right here is a Mad Jack Storm body kit. Now this replaces the original body style on E-Z-GO TXT models. Mad Jack's also makes different body styles for your different kind of cart. They sell multiple different kinds of years with different kind of body styles, and all of them I have to say look better than the original. They look really cool. Not only do they have different body styles, they also have different body colors. Now I went with their Sea Storm color. I went with this color because this is definitely my style. I love the teal look to this, and I think it's gonna really pair well with all the black accents I'm gonna have on the cart. Plenty of other colors that you could have chose. There's a red and an orange color that looked really cool also. This body kit came with everything you needed to install on the cart. It comes with all the mounting hardware along with the wiring harness that controls the new headlights and taillights, and also turn signals, horns, everything to make this cart street legal. Now comparing it to just repainting your cart or just keeping it the same, obviously it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. But if you factor in sending your golf cart off to a body shop to get painted, along with a new wiring harness and new LED lights and everything you need to make this thing street legal, you're getting up there in price to where this kit actually makes more sense, and I think it will look a lot better in the long run. I'd never installed a new body kit on a golf cart before, but the instructions have made it very easy and very simple. Running the wiring harness made it very easy, and now it's time to put this body kit together and throw it on the cart. That's what's up next, along with the new seats and new roof I have. Let's do it. I'm so excited to see what this thing looks like. This looks absolutely stunning, and it was so easy to install, which makes it even better. Color, amazing. Body style, amazing. Seats, amazing. There is one thing you may notice about the seats, that they are different colors. The color I ordered was this gray color. It's not exactly leather. I'm not really too sure what it is. It has like a woven texture vinyl. It feels really good, and it's super soft. The base is all plastic too, so it will not rot. The bases on the stock seats are all made out of wood, and they rot after a few years. So upgrading to these seats are definitely gonna pay off in the long run. Plus they look a lot better than the original seats. My original seats were pretty much unsavable. They also have a nice little pocket up here for your phone. Same thing in the back. The black seats look good too. They are a leather material. I believe they also offer a brown or a tan color too. So you have different options of what you can choose. I already emailed them and they're sending me out a replacement right now. It should be here in a few days. Mistakes happen, no big deal. I'm gonna get these swapped out whenever they come in. But moving to the back here, we may notice a few things. Has a nice little flip out seat. Plus, in here is a cooler. Drain plug at the bottom for when the ice melts. You can fit a good amount of drinks in there too. Perfect. Flips out into the bed to throw stuff on if you need to do yard work or whatever. Flips up to fit 2 or 3 people in the back. Grab handle, cup holders, plus this thing flips up, so if you're trailering it and it's a little bit too long, this whole section back here will flip up and get out of the way and give you a few extra feet. Controlling the lights, turn signals, hazards, horn, everything is off of this switch right here. One more turn, turns on your headlights. They're bright enough, but you also have full-on brights. Awesome. Turn signals all work, and you also have hazard lights with just this little button right here. Also have a horn. It's a loud horn too. Tail lights look awesome. Also have reverse lights already hooked up. If you wanted to install this body kit, you don't have to get the new seats. The stock seats actually work for this perfectly, but I needed seats anyway. So I went ahead and went with the upgrade. Same thing with your roof and your windshield. Your stock ones will work, but I went with the extended roof. That way it covers the back seats. Also, I wanted a black roof, so I went ahead and got a new one of those. Same thing with the front windshield. Your stock one will work, but this new one actually goes with the curve of the new body kit. So looks a little bit better, but your stock one would work too. My old windshield was broken half, so need a new one anyway. It is almost completely put back together. There's a few upgrades I'm gonna do. With any golf cart, you need a sound system, of course, so we're gonna install that. Also, you may not notice it unless I pointed it out, but the front lift kit actually pushed the wheels out a little bit further than the back. So I do wanna fix that with some spacers. I think that will look a lot better in the long run. So close to having it all done, just a few more boxes left to install. Let's finish it. And just like that, we turned this old beat down golf cart that was honestly on its last leg and turned it into this thing, which is basically a brand new golf cart. I would say 85% of it is brand new. Very glad I added these 2-inch spacers in the back. It definitely stands it out a little bit more, gives it a better stance. Same thing with the front. I added 1-inch spacers on the front end, and it just looks way better like that. Amazing speaker system by Sound Extreme. You can install this on your boat, golf cart, whatever you may have it. It all ran off of a battery back here. That way you don't have to drain your battery in your golf cart. You don't have to worry about draining it if you're out on the road or anything like that. Comes with these attachments right here that you can hook LED lights up to. So I have UnderGlow underneath this whole thing. I believe it's like 6 different LED strips that I installed on the wheel wells and up underneath it. Looks really cool at night, and it pairs well with the headlights that light up. Got the new plug-in system all hooked up and ready to go. This thing is pretty much complete. I did have side steps installed on this golf cart that looked really cool. I was having an issue though with it rubbing when I turned the wheel, and it's just something I can't really fix unless I actually cut it off and modify it and weld it up there. Not something I really want to do to this golf cart, but maybe I will in the future. One other issue I'm having is it's a very stiff ride right now. So I went ahead and ordered some new shocks for the rear end. I think that's where the issue is mainly. Like I said, this cart is basically brand new. Almost everything has been replaced. Only things I haven't replaced are most of the frame and the motor. I think I might actually end up replacing the motor and upgrading it to a faster one, because this golf cart is a little bit on the slow end. I think top speed is right around 15 miles an hour. Going uphill, it slows it down a lot. And I think that's just because this motor is pretty old, and since I added the lift kit and the bigger wheels and tires, it's just going to be a little bit slower than what it normally would be. But overall, I absolutely love how it turned out. It is a major upgrade from what it was before. If you see anything you like on this rebuild, anything that I installed that you want to install on your golf cart, everything is listed in my video description. You can check it out there. The thing I love about golf carts is it is so easy to rebuild. You could easily rebuild a whole golf cart in a week or two's time. I was able to rebuild this in a couple weeks just in my spare time, kind of in the background. There's so many different forums online, groups on Facebook, ways that you can learn how to rebuild this. If you're having any issues or problems with your golf cart, you can usually find the fix pretty easily. That's what I love about golf carts. There's so many modifications and different things you can do to customize your own. Let me know in the comments section below what you would have done different, anything you would have changed to this golf cart, anything you would have improved on. Let me know below. If you guys have an Instagram, you want to follow me there. Check out some behind the scenes footage if you want to. If not, I will catch you guys on the next episode and the next rebuild. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.